I think it stems from the fact that at the very core of it, that your vision, your thought was to build a long-term sustainable business. And the way the execution takes place is it's always brick by brick, right? So if you are looking at building a particular segment, and when you spoke about IPO, I'll tell you in 2010, we were overwhelmingly air booking business, like 95% of the business used to come from air. But that was just the beginning, right? Because that was a segment that moved online. And our vision from the word go has always been that we wanted to be the service provider for travelers in India for traveling and whatever the needs of the travelers would be, traveling within India, traveling outside of India, and so on. So if you religiously and strategically carry on with that vision and with consistency in execution, then things to start falling in place, like I said, brick by brick. But I have to give credit to the team, right? Because if you don't, it is not one person's job at all, right? I mean, you can think about it that you want to you had the idea and the vision, and Deep is the one who sort of came up with the idea, and the founding team, including me, a couple of others, we got together. But over the years, we built scalable, sort of structure with very able people as we were sort of scaling up the business, keep bringing them in, and then segment by segment, just keep addressing, keep solving the problem that was out there. And then that gives you the business outcome automatically, right? And the key is to do it at scale. And if you're not able to do it at scale, then the long-term sustainable business vision does not really fall in place. I think one of the key elements worth highlighting is, and maybe a couple of them. One is, of course, that you have to, and maybe they are connected with each other, is that you have to have larger group of people who would, and bring in more and more people, bring in more and more able leadership at the top, and keep bringing in talent and infusing new talent in the company. And for you to be able to do that, when you run your business, you start your business as founders, you have to let go a lot, right? So I think, and that has sort of, over the years, if I look back, maybe has worked out quite well. And it has helped us for us to be able to sort of scale. So I guess that's what I would say that has played out well.
So in your key maverick team, and some of them are sitting here, or the key leadership team, who would you consider to be your creative mavericks? Or all of them are?
Actually, each one of them, in their own capacities. And it is not necessarily, I must say, that it's not only the top leadership team. Okay. It is actually the next. So I'll tell you one very interesting thing that we do, and we've been sort of following it over the years, is to always look at the top 100 and 150 people. Who are the ones who are actually behind driving every quarter's goal, every year's goal, long-term vision, and so on. And make sure that you do whatever it takes in terms of just providing them the resources, in terms of giving them the guidance, in terms of motivating them, in terms of solving for what's in it for them. And make sure that you end up retaining that talent and keep nurturing them. And of course, infuse the new one as you need. And for that, what has also worked out, and when I said let go, it's not necessarily that you are at one point in time you're doing pretty much everything, and then you have to just keep letting go in terms of roles and responsibilities. But it's also about making sure that very important element of what's in it for them, that gets resolved. And that for us has been stock, has been equity, has been options, has been stock units, whatever name that you want to call it. And it's about giving them or sharing the success together, not necessarily only in talk or giving them role and learning opportunities, but also making sure that they sort of also participate in the gains, right? Because, and if that happens, that I think works out very, very well.